Question that people always wonder to themselves is what if. So a few examples of that would be like, what if I went to a different college? What if I had a job I had that I wanted as a child, but now I have a job that pays me twice as much and I enjoy it much more than the job that I wanted when I was a little kid? And there are hundreds upon thousands of what ifs in the NBA. And the one I'm going to touch upon today that I don't really feel like has been talked about that much is what if the 1984 NBA draft turned out differently? So we'll just get right into it. Originally, I was going to call this video "What If Portland Trailblazers Took Michael Jordan Over Sam Bowie," but instead I titled it how I did now because this would be a little better and it'd fit more. But there's a theory that's gone around that Portland drafted Bowie just because they needed a center desperately, but no, because they had a decent center, Michael Thompson, back season before. He averaged 16 and 9 which in 33 minutes a game, which is solid. He's a solid center, not a star, but still pretty solid. That's just an excuse that people use. Both the Chicago Bulls and Portland were both willing to trade their picks for Ralph Sampson, although that it wouldn't have been enough return for a much hyped rookie center who had the third highest trade value along behind Larry Bird and Magic Johnson. But Jack Ramsey, he told Sam Smith later that we had to have a center and we would have done that trade. And Hakeem Olajuwon said in his autobiography, Living the Dream, he claims that Houston nearly traded Sampson to Portland for Clyde Drexler and the number 2 pick. Writing, from 1984 until today, the Rockets could have a lineup with me, Clyde Drexler, and Michael Jordan, developing together, playing together, winning together, but the Rockets never made the move. Whether that's true or untrue, I don't blame Houston for turning that down because Drexler hadn't exactly lit the NBA on fire as a rookie. So Hakeem, Jordan, and Drexler playing their entire career together? That's just staggering. It's like imagining what would happen if Microsoft and Apple had merged in 1981. Just mind-blowing. Several trade offers out there are offered, like Mark Aguirre from the Dallas Mavericks to the Chicago Bulls for the 3rd pick in the NBA draft, and the 76ers also offered Julius Erving straight up for the pick, and they also offered the number 5 pick, plus Andrew Toney. Trades with Seattle and Golden State were discussed. Eventually, the Bulls started feeling like they were sitting on a winning lottery ticket, and they were. Patrick Ewing nearly entered the draft before changing his mind returning to Georgetown. Had Ewing thrown his hat in the ring, he would have gone first, Akeem second to Portland, and then Bulls GM Ron Thornton told Flip Bonnie that Chicago had Jordan rated higher than Bowie because they were afraid of his injury track record. Obviously, if Akeem had landed in Portland, we entered the Marty McFly zone, had to reconceive everything that happened in the NBA from 1985 to 1998. I've thought about it. It was just hard to come up with anything for it. So yeah, it's pretty much that. Jordan's potential was unclear because he played for Dean Smith in the pre-shot clock era. Everyone knew he was good, but how good? His ceiling didn't start leaking out in the 1984 Olympic trials, which Jordan dominated to the point that U.S. coach Bobby Knight called his buddy Stu Inman, who was the GM of the Portland Trailblazers at the time, and implored him to take Michael. When Inman demurred and said that Portland needed a center, Knight reportedly screamed, "Well, play him as center then." We also know that Nike built an entire sneaker line around Jordan before he played an NBA game, so for anyone to play the "we didn't know how good Jordan would be" card, that just isn't true at all. Special bonus, I'm going to do a redraft of the top 20 picks in the 1984 NBA draft. So, with the first pick in the NBA draft, the Houston Rockets select Michael Jordan. With the second pick, the Portland Trailblazers select Hakeem Olajuwon. With the third pick, the Chicago Bulls select Charles Barkley. With the fourth pick, the Dallas Mavericks select John Stockton. With the fifth pick, the Philadelphia 76ers select Alvin Robertson. With the sixth pick, the Washington Bullets select Otis Thorpe. With the seventh pick in the NBA draft, the San Antonio Spurs select Sam Perkins. With the eighth pick in the draft, the Los Angeles Clippers select Kevin Willis. With the ninth pick in the NBA draft, the Kansas City Kings select Jerome Kersey. With the 10th pick in the NBA draft, the Philadelphia 76ers select Michael Cage. With the 11th pick in the NBA draft, the Atlanta Hawks select Vern Fleming. With the 12th pick in the NBA draft, the Cleveland Cavaliers select Sam Bowie. With the 13th pick in the NBA draft, the Phoenix Suns select Jay Humphries. With the 14th pick in the NBA draft, the Los Angeles Clippers select Tony Campbell. With the 15th pick in the NBA draft, the Dallas Mavericks select Ron Anderson. With the 16th pick in the NBA draft, the Utah Jazz select Tim McCormick. With the 17th pick in the NBA draft, the New Jersey Nets select Melvin Turpin. With the 18th pick in the NBA draft, the Indiana Pacers select Jim Peterson. With the 19th pick in the NBA draft, the Portland Trailblazers select Steve Coulter. And with the 20th pick in the NBA draft, the Detroit Pistons select Danny Young. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you all in my next video.
Being on some chill, we go 0 to 100 real quick. They be on that rap to pay the bills, and I don't feel it, not even a little.